What we have embarked on is trying to coordinate the region as a bloc to recognize the importance of working together and coordinating a response. Now, every action taken on the ground will be different, but there's a general framework that normally presents itself in the Caribbean. This is from our historical work in land and soil issues. We are now entering into developing our drought program. And so what we have done is we have asked the ministers responsible for UNCCD to lead the process. So they've come together to create a regional working group, a regional policy, high-level working group that provides policy guidance. Once these ministers have crafted and they have their decisions, it is then taken to the regional governing body, which makes their decision legally binding. That's the Caribbean community. It is where all governments come together to make the decisions of the Caribbean legally binding. So the ministers responsible for UNCCD have in August of this year, they decided that they will develop national drought policies and develop what's called a Caribbean Drought Initiative. The details we can discuss bilaterally, but those decisions have now been brought to the CARICOM community, where the heads of government will approve, making that a legally binding proposition. Once that's done, we are now tasked, that's PISLM, with the responsibility of going out into the marketplace and working with both regional and external partners to bring resources into the region to develop the programs that will comprise the Caribbean Drought Initiative. That process has started. We have already approached the Global Environment Facility and we've approached the FAO to begin rolling out the national programs that will comprise the Caribbean Drought Initiative. Of course, once we get down to work, each country will then employ some of the recommendations and discussions that were shared previous to me. But from a regional perspective, we try to ensure that the entire region stands on one platform so that, as you know, many of our islands do not, the average population is probably 60,000. So that, and our largest real estate is water. So we have two disadvantages. We don't grow land, so land becomes a premium, and we cannot afford to lose land. And therefore, when we add the drought factor, it makes it very difficult to coordinate food security issues, to coordinate disaster management issues, etc. And what we ever as a region have decided is that we should work together so that the resources are pooled and so are able to attract a larger pool of external resources.